This is Don at Airbrush Technique magazine. In this short video we're going to go over the Passche VL, how to take it apart and put it back together correctly after you clean it. With the Passche VL, if you've got the set, it came with 3 needles, 3 different size needles, 2 out and 1 in the brush, and 3 different size fluid tips and air caps, 1 in the brush. With the Passche VL, they make different size tips and needles according to the viscosity paint you use. For fine detail and very thin paint, you'd use the 1 needle, and they're all marked at the end. There's 1 groove in the end here, and the 1 air cap and fluid nozzle. You can't mix these up. They all have to go in the airbrush together. If you put a 1 needle in with a 3 cap and fluid nozzle, it's not going to work. So make sure you keep things straight. You keep the right needle with the right air cap and the right fluid nozzle. The VL1 is a 0.55 millimeter. The VL3, which is what comes inside the brush, is a 0.73 millimeter. And the VL5, which has the most grooves on the end of the needle, is a 1.06 millimeter, which is for very thick paint like glazes and maybe t-shirt paint straight out of the bottle. Your 3, which comes in the brush, is a medium needle, and then the 1 is for very fine detail and thin paint like illustration paint. So keep these straight. Don't get these mixed up, or your airbrush isn't going to function properly. And the fluid tip, they're all marked with a 1, a 3, or a 5. It's a little tiny number on it. To take your airbrush apart, I'll pull the back handle off. It just unscrews. Pull the needle out. Unscrew the spring retainer, and this whole thing will come out as a unit. The spring, the valve, or the needle guide, everything. Remove the chucking nut off the end. Unscrew it. Your spring guide, your spring will come out. Needle guide will come out with the piece attached to it, which goes up behind the trigger. Pull the trigger out. With a little wrench provided you can remove the head. Which will expose the fluid nozzle, or the tip. The air cap just unscrews. When you put it back together, your air cap goes on. Make sure you don't cross thread it. Fluid nozzle goes in. Make sure that you have the right nozzle with the right air cap and the right needle. Screw it on the body and tight. Put your trigger in. There's a groove in or a slot in the trigger. Make sure that slot runs the length of the body of the airbrush. When the trigger is in there properly, you push down on it, it should spring back up. Your guide, put it in an angle so that the round part, this little knob, comes up in back of the trigger. Spring. Valve guide housing. Make sure you don't cross thread it. Screw it all the way down on there. Screws in quite a ways. Next, install the needle. Again, make sure you have the right needle, right tip, and right air cap. Push the needle in till you can feel it seat in the tip. Don't force it in there. Just gently. chucking nut on, which tightens down on the needle, holds the needle in place. Now when you pull back on the trigger, you should see the whole assembly move. That's pulling the needle in and out of the air cap or in and out of the fluid nozzle. Your back handle, and you're all set. That's the Passche VL. Every t-shirt airbrush artist in the world, I think, uses a Passche VL. It's a workhorse. This is Don at Airbrush Technique Magazine, AirBrushTechniqueMagazine.com. For further help and assistance with airbrush problems, you can go to Airbrush Technique and register on our airbrush support forum. That's AirBrushTechnique.com. For free airbrush lessons, go to HowToAirBrush.com. HowToAirBrush.com. This is Don. I hope you found this video helpful.